I'm not gonna lie, I can barely remember what I did today.
Me and Vis couldn't even remember it was Friday, so there's that.
Yeah.
It's max volume. Wait, that was max volume, why didn't it?
I solved every puzzle because I know Draconic language, and that's how far we've gotten. And that's about it. Everyone can thank me.
Thank you,
To be
Smoke.
fair, one of those puzzles you solved not by reading. Oh,
The less you know.
That's the one thing Lance Jack forgot. How to read.
God.
so
Mm,
last time you were uh uh going through uh you met with Bellathris, the person that was guiding you to the second seal, and you guys came across some interesting things along your path. Uh, one of them was little elven girl, led you off. You found the remains of an elven family. You guys decided, nope, not today. And let's see, what else was there? I believe there was a field of flowers where you uh, had to stand still and silent for it to reveal a message. And what were the other ones? Yeah. Anyways, Bellatrix led you along, led you to. We'll pull up the map. Guess I need to do that. Led you from Thambrick all the way up to here. You guys encountered tests along the way, challenges, and she eventually led you to a door that was covered with vines. Told you she could go no further. I mean, you guys would have to venture on along alone, and that led you to the dungeon that you're in now. I click on it.
Dungeon of delicious
And
jams and jellies.
the first part of the dungeon was fairly straightforward. It was a challenge room, and you guys failed miserably. Uh, Smo brute forced it.
As always.
And hey, as long as it gets the job done, right? And then you guys found a stairwell, another stairwell, ventured down the stairs, and you are now at a, well, not a locked door, but a closed door. And that is where you're at now. What would you like to do?
How should we proceed through this obstacle?
Aren't you made of ooze? Can't you fit through the cracks?
He's right.
Blotch is going to squeeze past our pointy-eared friend here and examine the door. See if there is a space in between it, the door and its frame.
It looks like a very normal door, and there's no space along the sides, but there is a space underneath.
Just enough, perhaps. You see Blotch just sort of kneel down for a moment, place both hands right where the crack of the bottom of the door would be. His hands just sort of flatten out, then his sleeves, and then as he bends down further, his head just beneath the door.
Lance check, as you do it, he's going to yell to you, "Oi! If you see a pie on the other side, give the signal."
Didn't think he'd actually be able to do it.
You appear on the other side of the door.
You hear a muffled voice from the other side. No pies. Not even so much as a critter to devour. Turns back to the door and see if there's a way to open it.
You see, it's a normal door. It's got a door handle on it.
He's going to turn the knob and then just open.
You see Lance check look dejected, and he's going to be like, "No pies, no beasts, no glory. Next you tell me there's no tea either. Savages."
Okay, you walk into this room. It is a very large room. It's got a high vaulted ceiling. And in the middle, or towards the back of this room, you see a very large tree and what appear to be 3 small shrubberies.
Can I go over and pee in one?
I mean, you can.
I'm surprised the NPCs didn't tell us to bring them a shrubbery.
Mm-hmm.
I advance cautiously towards one of the shrubs.
Okay.
Just to examine it. Without touching, just observing it very closely.
All right, I need you guys to roll initiative.
Fuck. My bad, y'all.
You're gonna
Thanks,
hear
man.
Lance mumble, and he hasn't even truly walked all the way in yet. In fact, I can't see. Are we in here? Can't see everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
15.
Put it on my screen here. He's still at the doorway, and he's gonna be kind of shaking his head as he watches this happen, and he's gonna go, "Buttons! I've always thought I'd see something sacred desecrated in my time, but never such a dedicated stream." Initiative.
Yes, that shit would be lovely. Jeez, you guys are rolling those big ones today.
I'm very fast.
Well, that's what it was, most of the stairs.
I have a +5.
Squeak, 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 squeak,
Oh.
squeak, and flop.
I don't know why I have it set to whisper.
He's not in this campaign.
I keep saying free the bird, my guy.
Whispers already would have royally screwed this campaign up.
I need turn order.
Never heard of her.
Okay, I need.
Can we all agree from this point on, no peeing on things that hum, glow, or look vaguely enchanted?
What do you mean as opposed to character art?
That's my shrubbery.
If I fall here, tell my story and make sure they know whose fault it was.
Oh, one's a 3, one's a 5. Okay. All right, and as you approach the there we go. As you approach the shrubbery, it seems to come alive. It is very menacingly looking at you.
It has eyes.
What does this shrub look like? Voting somebody's rhododendron.
It looked like a shrub, but you can now see that it has a face.
It has a nose.
And Smo, you were up first.
Alright. Yeah, a mouthful of animal crackers.
That's troubling from a ranger.
Okay. Don't tell my pet.
Well, at least they're not in your soup.
Can I take back my shot? Just, oh no, never mind. It just doesn't matter. Well, my character's too busy eating animal crackers, but my cat, he's gonna jump over me, and he's gonna be like, rare.
Okay.
Did we take a long rest at some point?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why my fucking focus points are like all checked. Fuck. Wait, I know I didn't birth everything that fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we did. All my points are reset. So yes, we did.
Okay.
Oh, oi, Smo, are you over there eating? You're not sharing with your best friend, old Lancy boy?
Found it on the ground.
He starts looking desperately at the ground for crackers.
Shit.
Making attacks, are we?
Not quite. I'm trying to read the damn thing.
Gotcha. Okay, Smo, you are you going with it? You were eating animal crackers, or
Yeah.
okay? So your panther leaps over you and claws at the nearest shrubbery. And you see leaves fly everywhere. The
Maybe we can turn these shrubberies into, what's the word? Topiaries. Make them look real nice and good.
I would imagine that the shrubbery would get an attitude if not cut back once in a while.
Got anything else?
Nope. I'm
Nature
gonna
check.
Okay.
You see the panther leap over snow and attack a shrubbery. What would you like to do?
Lance is gonna use his speed to run up. Hold on. That's like 15, 20, 25, 30 to get up here to help with said shrubbery. And he is going, I guess, to make an attack on the shrubbery. It feels awkward. I don't know why. It feels really awkward. And he's gonna be like, "It's us against greenery, lads. You watch my back, and I'll watch the twigs." And he is going to make his martial attack. Nat 20.
No. Nice.
Shit. Very nice.
Okay.
For 9.
The shrubbery before you explodes.
Well, damn.
It's like a burned up Christmas tree. It's just the little stems and sticks sticking off, and all the leaves have been exploded.
Little fire bunny over here.
Keep your stuff dry, Buttons. We're gonna get sap on it today. And he's gonna move to the next shrubbery. How much did I use? I may have used up my movement. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna use, if he has it, he's gonna use his bonus action to use Rabbit Hop. And he's gonna jump the 10 feet in one big leap and land in front of the other shrubbery. And then I think that's his turn. Because he can't use his bonus to do a second attack. So he's going to run. He's like, all right, let's get in this. And he's going to run up. He's going to punch that shrub and it's going to go poof. And there's going to be leaves that just fly everywhere. And he's going to make his comments. And then he's going to take one big leap in front of the other one. And you see him winding up, getting ready to hit it. But that's his turn.
Forgot to include your panther. Sorry, Snow.
Kitty.
Yep. All right. It is now the shrubbery's turn.
Oh no.
9, 10, 15. Okay. It is going to move up here. And where's that? There it is. Swipe at the panther. You see a piece of the shrubbery just kind of swipe at the panther and just kind of bounce off.
Nice try.
And let's see what you got, Ooze.
Ooze just raises up a hand. And he's just gonna bring it right back down on top of the okay. Bring it back down on the shrub. Very martial attack.
Lot uses bonk. He
More like
was
glop.
he was super effective.
Okay. Roll your damage. Ooh. That's that. Okay. You bonk the shrubbery and leaves just explode everywhere.
Wait, it's dead already.
It's not dead yet.
Oh, in that case,
It is just missing a lot of leaves.
he's gonna sort of whip back around with another extended arm and just bring another one down. Just whack, whack.
Nice. Roll your damage.
Oh,
All right. That one just what's remaining of the leaves and the twigs just kind of shatter.
not much partial to green food.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'll end it there.
Okay. All right. The next shrubbery. I love that they're shrubs. Oh,
We're fighting the
just
Whomping
make me
Willow, I'll have
happy.
you know. I'm waiting for the Big Mama tree to just deck me.
I think she likes you.
The Lance check. You see the shrub before you. Just kind of reach out a twigged arm and just smack you across the face, but it doesn't hurt. It just kind of it just kind of grazes against your cheek. And that's going to be that one's turn. This one, you see this giant tree just sort of come alive. And it takes a branch hand,
There it is. Whomping
reaches
Willow.
out to Lance Jack.
Yep. There it is. Oh, buddy. And a critical.
Ouch.
Hold on. 14 damage. I'm going to use deflect attack
Okay.
and deflect 10 points of the damage.
Okay.
So it's gonna come down, and he's after making his comments and stuff, he's gonna turn and look right as it get that he hears it coming down, and he goes to dodge out of the way, and it like catches his foot paw and smashes it. 4 points, huh? Okay.
All right. And that's going to end the tree's turn. All right, Snow.
I'm coming.
Mr.
Having to do a
Animal
bunch of
Crackers.
different things. Oh, so we still got one shrub up and trees now alive.
Yep.
I'm gonna take one step back and then shoot which that did nothing to help. I got bad rolls tonight.
You see as your arrow just kind of glances off the side of the tree.
Like this damn bow. And then Roberto, being the great cat he is, he's gonna run over and try and help finish off Lance Jack's shrub. Go claw again.
Okay. Roll damage on that. Oh, whoops.
Grace.
That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, there we go.
And that's it.
All right. Lance Jack, this shrubbery has smacked you in the face.
It was
Very
a
lightly,
mere
please.
annoyance. It's the bonk that he's mad about. So when the twigs goes to hit him, he kind of touches his cheek. He's gonna be like, "Nice try, Twiggy. You're swinging like a leaf in the breeze." And about that time, the tree whomp hits him, but he dodges and it hits his foot. And he goes, "Ow, blasted bark beast! That was me punching paw." And he grits his teeth and looks at Buttons and goes, "Write that one down, Buttons. The tree's on the list." And then he is going to use. Hold on, let's see if I can do it again. I don't think I can. He can. As his bonus action, he's going to use Rabbit Hop, which allows him to disengage without provoking opportunity, and he's going to hop over the panther and next to the tree. And for his action, what I would like to do is he's going to slide over to the tree, and he's going to go, "I know its weakness, Buttons. Watch this." And he's going to pull out a flint and tinder, and he's going to try to light the tree on fire.
Oh, God.
I was waiting for someone.
What should I make you roll for that?
It's a good question. I was like, I could just attack stuff, or I could do what I beg my players to do, and that's to be creative. So that's what we're doing. Sorry if you hear my phone, like talking to you guys and the stream. Sorry if you hear my phone. My wife could have the baby at any time, so I have to leave the sound on so I can look over and make sure she hasn't texted me and said, "Oh, we need to go."
You're good. Give me.
I'm Googling it. Tinderbox. The rules for a tinderbox state is using it to light a torch or anything with abundant exposed fuel to make one action. Lighting any other type of fire takes 1 minute, 10 rounds. Skill check. If applicable, survival. Some DMs may rule that dexterity survival check is appropriate to assess the quality of the tinder and to successfully spark a flame, especially in challenging environments. DC would depend on the difficulty of the situation as judged by the DM.
Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards survival, but I wasn't sure. We'll go survival.
Okay. Survival. Let's find it here.
Very bottom.
Cool.
You strike this match, and it is not lighting. It appears to be very moist in the room.
Moist.
My bad.
Well, I moisted everywhere. Just so happens Smo didn't pee on a shrub. He peed on the tree, and I'm trying to light where he peed.
My tree.
Gods.
I think that's all he can do.
Okay. And Blotch. Or do you prefer
Okay.
pudding?
No, my bad.
You're good.
All right, so Blotch seeing this tree start to come to life is gonna dash over to the other side. And from his back, you guys just see him sprout an extra set of limbs. So that would it's gonna be the fuck that link it again. There we go. So that'll cost me my bonus action and 1 key point. Focus point. And any creature within 10 feet radius must succeed on dexterity saving throw or take force damage equal to 2 rolls of my martial arts die.
Dex save?
That would be
What's
11.
the area?
10 feet.
I'll have to make a dex save too, but it's okay.
No, it's only people of my choice. So it's
people of your choice. Okay, even if I did, monk, I dodging
oh,
is
you
my
son
thing.
of a bitch! By 1 fucking point, are you shitting me? And the dice gods pissing my cereal.
Oh, that's a -2 too.
I can just taste it.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna make 1 attack with my astral arm.
okay.
And wah.
You
Oh wait.
punch. What?
Oh no, my bad.
So your astral arm reaches up, punches this tree, and it's like punching a brick wall.
Oh dear. It's gonna end it there.
All right, it is the shrubbery's turn.
Hasn't killed
And
that thing yet.
it's still alive. It is going to reach out to the panther and
You talk about my DM rolls. Come on now.
Shit.
And Pat. Alright. It reaches out and just smacks the panther across the jowl.
Ow. For 1 damage?
1 damage.
Tree's gonna get it.
Alright, and the tree. Seeing the
No.
seeing someone try to light it on fire and then having another person come up and smack at it with an astral arm, it's going to reach down to the one with the astral arm.
Oh no. Oh fuck me. Right.
Deflect attack.
I thought 20 was the
You-
damage. I was like, oh, we're dead.
Where the hell is that thing?
Meta pigeon. Deflect attack.
That's what I was looking for. I was like, what the fuck is that? Where is it? Where is it? Do I even have that?
Oh,
Here it is, yeah. Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna deflect that shit, if at all possible.
dexterity save.
I'll take it. Where the hell is my dex save at? There we go.
Okay.
Dum.
Oh, that's different than my deflect attack.
Dex save.
Ooh.
Quit hitting yourself.
So this branch comes down. I just I don't know how he even do this. So he just takes his tentacle and just sort of redirects it like back into itself, but it takes some extra effort.
I think like your deflect attacks, you roll to attack things, and then you add your dex to it. That's what it looks like. So like you even deal.
Yeah, you have to roll the damage for it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's my regular attack on my astral arm.
It just
Hey,
says
like,
damage.
It's got a button.
damage on the spell itself that you, like is in the chat.
Okay. Oh yeah, here it is too. Shaky, and toss.
You reduce 5 damage.
Well.
Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes yeah.
Yeah, it reduces the damage. It's like mine, but his has a little extra thing on there.
For some reason I was thinking he was going to be dealing damage, but
According to his, it does on the failed save. He rolls 2 martial arts die plus dex modifier. Damage is the same type dealt by the attack.
Oh, so I roll one more, or
You
It
roll
also says
you
if
roll
you're-
2 martial art die
okay, so
for that.
That's
It's
what it did.
it works just like, oh, is that what it did? It works just like mine, but you have an extra thing with yours.
okay.
So,
Oh, I didn't see that little.
oh, okay. Uh, your martial arts dies D6, ain't it?
Yes,
I
it
think
is.
so, yeah.
Okay.
So I rolled a 3 and a 2. One of these days I'm going to get that max damage.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say it reduces it by 5.
So instead I take 26. Wait, hold on, what?
You should only take 7 damage.
I don't know what. All right, there we go.
Oh, I see. I have deflect attacks too. I didn't use it on mine.
All right. Snow, you're up.
Just going to close my eyes, let the 0 wind in this dungeon blow through my hair, and let loose at the shrubbery. That one's still alive, right?
The shrubbery, yes.
Yeah, hopefully this just gets rid of him.
Donk.
You see.
And Roberto's gonna turn around after getting slapped in the face by that shrubbery. And he's gonna be real mad. And he's gonna need something to chew on, so he's gonna bite that bark. And probably miss.
Yes, that bark has bite.
Okay. Your arrow sticks in the shrubbery. You see some of the leaves fly off, but it is not dead. And the Roberto's bite doesn't say what damage type that is. But yes, it does damage.
The bite?
Yep.
Ooh.
It's piercing. Okay. Roberto bites in the trunk of this tree.
Mm-hmm. He's gnawing on
Takes
it,
a little, just takes a little piece of bark out.
playing with it like a bone, even though he's a panther, not a dog.
Chewing on it.
Mm,
All right, Lance check.
Okay. He goes, all right, Buttons, if fire won't work, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. And he's gonna be like, you taking notes, Buttons? This part is where I win dramatically. And he's gonna straight up attack this tree, I guess. He's gonna make his first strike. Of course. And then I believe he'll use a key point to trigger flurry of blows. Huh? It's 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay. So your first two, you make contact. Again, it's like kicking a brick wall. You're kicking a tree. That's what you do. And the third one makes contact and it feels it.
Okay. With the one that makes contact. I can do a series of things. Trying to find it. I'll post it. Where is it? Open hand technique. There it is. I am going to trigger the. I don't think I could topple it because it's a tree, or push it. But I'm gonna use Addle. Whenever you hit a creature with an attack granted by your flurry of blows, you can impose one of the following effects. Addle, the target can't make opportunity attacks until the start of its next turn. So with that hit that actually hit, I'm going to trigger Addle. I'll roll the damage here. For some reason, it only rolls 3. I don't know why it does that with my unarmed. I'm going to have to fix it. Yeah, it's only rolling 1 number for my unarmed. And it doesn't ever go higher than 3. So
it's your strength.
Oh, is it based on strength?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to? Can I switch that to my dex? No, that would be martial attack. Okay, never mind. So yeah, I guess I do 3 damage, but I addle it.
Okay. It is addled.
So basically, it can't make opportunity attacks, so we can move away from it if we want, or move around for an entire turn.
Were we able to determine the reach of this tree?
I'll just tell you the reach. The reach is 10 feet.
Okay.
It is a large tree.
Fair enough. That's the same reach as me.
All right. Is that going to be it? Blanchett?
Yeah, that's all. That's all I can do.
Okay. Well, I mean, you still had movement left.
Nope, he has no reason to move away from the tree. He's a boxer.
Okay. And
This Whomping Willow.
So, damn it. So Blotch is going to sort of walk, sort of slither almost back about 10 feet. And then he's going to make a attack with one of his astral arms.
Okay.
Ouch. That don't hit shit.
Well, it makes contact.
Shit.
Doesn't do any damage.
So hitting it once with one of his tendrils, he just and he's going to spend a focus point and go for a flurry of blows using the astral arms. So here's one.
Question for my turn.
I see a pattern here.
Huh.
That's
So
what happened to me too.
Yep. The first 2 just kind of glance off the side of this tree. The second one makes full contact. Or the third one makes full contact.
So he just repeatedly strikes the same area. And finally, a bit of a crack. It does fuck all.
Were you not wanted that?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
It hurt. It's all I got.
All right. The shrub is reaching out to the kitty cat. Mad that it's being ignored.
Hmm.
And it smacks the cat on the butt.
Cat's gonna show it what a rake is here in a second.
Yeah, kitty.
Oh, the cat
My
takes
grandfather,
one more damage.
my grandfather can't say that sound, so he just goes, "Hey, pussy, 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 pussy." Uh,
I don't want to roll this, but it reaches out, slams down towards Lance Jack.
It misses.
Yep, I saw that. So it slams down next to you, just barely missing you. Definitely dodge out of the way. And smoke.
I described it more myself, but I'm doing some research on unarmed strike, and I've realized I set it up wrong.
Oh.
I'm having my cat turn around and rake back.
Okay. The shrubbery explodes in a flurry of leaves and twigs.
Good. Then I will probably miss a shot on this tree that's massive that should be impossible to miss a shot on. Heyo.
All right, you see as your arrow lands and sinks into the base of this tree. 7, that's
Over level 4.
okay.
And that's it.
And Lance check.
Excuse me, I'm just dying on the inside.
dead.
Okay, so before I go into my question, unarmed strike for monks is dexterity. It is a D4 dice, and some reason my unarmed strike refuses to update to a D4. It has undefined, so that's why it's rolling only a 3, because it's just giving me 3. So I need
Okay.
the dice is not updating. I'm gonna put my sheet back on to roll 20 instead of it being out. But that's why it's rolling 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, is because it's not set as dex, and it's not allowing me to put the 1d4 that it's supposed to be. And it won't change it to dex either. It's like locked in place. So I may have to have you do it.
What's your bonus?
I mean,
Does it get a bonus?
it's just d4 at, oh yeah, it's 1. It's just whatever. It already has the bonus put in there. It just needs to be a d4 dice instead of no dice, and it needs to be dex instead of strength. Because monks use unarmed strike uses dex, but for some reason on mine, when I set it up, it did not set up correctly. That's why it's rolling 3. It's bugging me that it was rolling 3 every time. It's like, I don't care if it gives me a 1 when I roll. It doesn't make any sense for it to be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
not letting me update it either.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think like constipated ape, figure it out. But I think I can use my martial attack to do the attack, and then or I can attack with it, and I'll just roll a dice outside of it, the 1d4 plus 1, and it'll be fine. Okay, so I have a question first. Lance Jack wants to look around. He's looking to see if there's anything out of place around the base of this tree where he's fighting before he starts punching again.
That bunny no see nothing.
We can fix this on arm strike later. I can just roll a straight dice.
Yeah, we'll have you roll your 1d4 plus. Anyways, what was the question? Sorry, I was distracted.
Lance Jack is gonna glance around the base of this tree and see if there's anything out of place amongst the roots of this tree.
How many perception check? Or investigation.
No, prescription was so much better.
Well, wow.
Let's just say my investigation is a little low.
He sees nothing.
Well, you were investigating the area, is what you were doing. So. You see the floors look a little slippery, wet, a little moist.
Yes, the moisture.
But that's all you see.
I left an ink trail.
Right as he attacks, he's gonna yell to the other two. He's gonna be like, "I just had a thought, lads. Maybe it's protecting something." And then he's going to make his attacks. Now, did my investigation check, did that count as an action or a bonus or something?
No, you can do that. It did. You're just looking around. That's effectively what you're doing.
Okay. He's gonna make his normal attack on it, which is an 8. And then I'm gonna use a key point and use furry blows.
Furry blows.
Okay. The second one does damage.
There we go. That's much better. At least it's not 3 every time. So 4 damage to it.
I think armor class is high as fuck.
And I'd like to once again trigger Addle and make it so that if we want to retreat, we can without it taking an opportunity attack.
Okay.
So this time, for the description on it, since my brain was doing 1,000 things at once last time, you're gonna see Lance punch and it like does nothing, and then he's gonna follow up with his other hand and punch it. But when it hits, you see him open his hand and hit his palm onto the tree, and the whole tree will quake when his palm hits. Like he's hit it with an immense amount of force, almost a magical effect, where the tree, you see the limbs kind of unable to. It's almost like a. I hate to say confusion because that's not how what Addle is, but basically, the tree is shook. Yeah, as the kids would say.
The tree is shook.
And then he punches again. He just punches the wood, but you see, it doesn't really affect Lance Jack because you guys have seen him in the past practicing by punching a tree, making his fist, hardening his fist against a tree. So it's nothing for him to just keep punching this tree, but then he does that special attack that causes it to addle or quake.
Guess he just shivered the timber.
He did. He did shiver me timbers.
And then, of course, he started
Alright.
that whole thing with saying to the other two, hey, I believe it might be protecting something.
You know, I feel really stupid right now.
I would I would finish your thought before you say that because yeah.
5th grade puzzles, am I right?
No.
Right.
Didn't didn't use me bloody head. So, Mr. DM, let me ask you a question. Is that a torch over there in the corner?
Yes, that is a torch in the corner.
Oh, that tickles.
Lovely. So, Blotch finally realizing, wait, he's gonna see him extend one of his astral arms, grabs the torch out of the brazier on the wall, and he's
Okay.
going to full on just hurl it as hard as he can right at the main trunk of the tree, like full on Aragorn style.
And you are that's what 20 feet away or 10 feet away, 15.
Yeah, but I'm using one of my astral arms, so reach
Yeah.
10 feet.
He didn't so much throw it as just extend his hand until he sets it there.
Want to roll for that?
Yeah, I was looking at what I wanted to roll for it. Let's see.
No. It's not poop. It's gloop.
Um, Goob, what would you roll for that?
For what? Lighting the tree on fire? Mm, I would assume like survival. I mean, unless you want to do like a DC save kind of thing. But a tree wouldn't necessarily do dex, because what's it gonna
Yeah, just
dodge?
give me a d20 on.
You got it. Hey.
Okay, you see as this part of this tree goes up in flame.
I'm assuming that calls
And
for my attack action, right?
yeah, that would be one action to do that.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action. Actually, would that still trigger my flare of blows?
It, uh, who knows?
What's the detail one?
Give me a
Flurry of
second.
blows here.
Dum dee dum dum doo.
It's just 2 extra. It's just based on whether or not you have a bonus action.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you can trigger for flurry of blows.
So I'll spend one more key point and flare blows with my astral arms.
What's the reach on your astral arms?
It is 10 feet.
You gotta move closer to the tree to do it.
Oh, shit. Better advance a little bit there. Well, that one didn't hit for shit anyway. Okay, let's see what the second one does. Come on. Roll damn you. Wow.
Okay, Owen Wilson. Yeah. Yeah. Both of those just kind of glance off the base of the tree.
Thick timber.
The tree that's on fire.
Don't
Have
roast
fun.
yourself.
And it is now trees.
I am terrified. It's on fire and it's a Whomping Willow.
Oh, wait, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. It's gotta be so hot.
Lance Jack.
It's always the rabbit. Always.
It is aiming a fiery arm at you.
Jeez. 25
I'm
hits.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I got reactions. All but one.
All right.
So it takes 1 point, but 0 damage. Ooh, I can hit.
I know what I'll do.
Have it. I gotta find my martial arts die, but have it get to do a dex save.
Oh.
This showed me this. I deflected attack.
Dex save. Wow.
A 0.
Zero
So
for
now I
zero.
roll 2 martial die, which is 1d6, I think, right? Let me double check. Oh, martial. Just double checking because I have one. You can roll a d4 in place of normal damage. Oh yeah, I'm strike. Hold on. Come on, internet. You're supposed to be fast. Martial arts. You can roll 1d4 in place of normal damage. The unarmed strike. One weapon. Die changes. Okay, so it's the monk. Okay, so it's 1d4 because we're at level 4, but at level 5 it goes up to 1d6. So I roll 2d4 on a failed, so it takes 7 damage. Plus my dex.
And that's the same.
And it's the same kind of damage that it tried to do to me.
Okay.
And my dex is +3, so 10 points of damage. So I take 1 damage because I deflected. And then I turn around and do 10 to it with its own. So the limb hits me, but I redirect the energy of its attack into itself so it punches itself in the trunk. It's real nice having two monks.
Bap, 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 bap.
I didn't realize it did that until he did it, and then I'm like, oh, that's how it works for mine too.
So
We're
what
sharing the
was
same
your
brain cells.
dex?
We have 3. We share them between us. As you can tell, you have the 3 most of the time, and Lance just runs on 0.
Lance check. What was your dex?
It's 3, so it's 10 total.
10.
Yeah. And I was so excited about that I totally forgot what I was actually going to do this turn. Oh no, it's not my turn. Never mind. It's not my turn. This is Womp and Tree turn.
Okay. Smoke.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot it.
shoot.
All right.
Continue to bite it. Do I notice anything hanging off the tree?
I mean, it's on fire.
It is on fire and it is starting to slump over a little.
It's on fire, and the 2 monks are
But
playing the biggest
the
game
other-
of quit
other
hitting
than-
yourself.
Other than limbs, you don't notice anything hanging off of the tree. Limbs and leaves.
And I tell Roberto to back out of there. And then I'm done.
Get out of there.
All right.
All right.
Lance check.
Old Lancey Poo. Can he see the assumed door behind the tree there?
Yeah.
Could remember the description. Too busy punching trees. He's gonna run around the tree and go check the door. Or if it
I
is,
checked.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean by check?
Like, he wants to see if the door, that prescribed door, right meow, is openable.
Trying to open it?
Yeah.
It is locked.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. All right. He's going to turn around and he's going to punch the tree.
Okay. That makes contact.
And then he's going to do the old monk thing. He's going to use yet another key. And he's going to trigger furry blows.
Wow. Do your damage for both of those.
4 plus 1. That's 1. That's 2. And he's going to trigger Addle. So 6 points.
All right.
And then he's going to yell to the other 2 while he's fighting. Bally old door's locked. I don't know if we got to beat the tree, find the item, or burn the thing down.
The already burning tree.
Mm,
Watch.
Alrighty then. So Blotch is going to surprisingly, from one of his sleeve, what appears to be his sleeve, his hand just sort of turns into a small blade.
Okay.
This is just me it's just me using my dagger.
Yeah. Knife head confirmed. Oh.
Okay. Shit. And he's gonna move up. Actually, couldn't I use yeah, this is this one. Okay. He's gonna move up and slash at it. Oh,
That was ace.
14.
All right. Your slash makes contact.
All right.
slash attack.
With that, I'm going to use my last focus point and go for another flurry of blows, followed up with the astral arms.
Okay.
So here's the first one. Sure. And here's the second one. Damn.
So
He's
the
going
first one
thump, thump.
catches a weak spot in the bark.
Hell.
I love that.
And that's all I got.
Okay. This tree is now looking looking less and less tree-like and more, burnt forest. Missing some limbs, but it is going
Crispy.
to reach out to the one that just slashed at it.
Oh dear.
And bonk.
Oh, thank the gods. Does not hit.
Slams down next to me.
He just goes to swing at it. And I just picture Blotch just like like splitting around the the branch and just reforming on the other side of it. Just
And it is still burning.
kindling.
Slowly. All right. Smo.
Then after this turn, I'll go into the gas station real fast.
Okay.
What?
Heck yeah.
Ooh,
Nice.
wow.
Do I do damage and crit damage, or do I just hit crit damage?
Crit damage.
Critical.
Fuck.
All right. Would you like
Nothing.
to describe how this tree dies?
I see a little hole in it. I'm like, ooh, I bet there's something in there. And I shoot it. And I don't know if I actually hit anything in this hole, but I guess it dies. Some sap pours out.
All right.
The chipmunk that's controlling the mechanized tree Gets hit by the arrow.
I feel like this will be a raccoon.
Could have been. Alright, BRB.
Yeah.
It'll probably just take me
All
a
right.
couple minutes.
Okay. The tree is now dead. What would you like to do?
Check the door.
I'm
The
going
door is still
to
locked.
Oh, we're still locked out.
I'm going to retract both my extra arms and go over to the tree to examine it a little bit.
Are you looking for anything particular?
Just curious about it, honestly.
Give me a
Fascinating how it
perception roll.
moved. See if there's anything off about the wood. Perhaps it's not completely charred with the leaves. Investigation. God, I gotta stop making these intelligence rolls. -1. I don't see
Wow.
shit.
You do not see anything. But Landcheck, when you turn around, you notice a glint. Seems different than the moisture from the moisture that's in the room that's underneath this tree.
He's gonna say very loudly and audibly so everyone hears. He goes, "I knew it," and walks toward that glint.
Okay. And underneath the tree, you find a key.
Well, gents, looks like we've gained access. Got the bally old key right here, and he grabs it.
I believe I found something as well. He just picks up a branch and it just crumbles to ash in his hand. Well,
Hold on
I
to
thought
hold on to that, my dear Puddin'. We can use it for the barbecue later. And he turns around and tries to use the key with the door. Da 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 da. He's gonna step into where he can see in the room, and then he's going to look around suspiciously.
Blush is gonna follow behind you. Do you always rush into a new room?
I'm not
without
rushing.
precaution?
I'm giving it the old standard peek and look as a scout would do. I ain't leaving this doorway.
His hair and gone.
Wow, that was a bad one.
Yeah.
Mm.
You walk into a room and, well, you edge into a room, and in the middle of the room, you see a large chest.
Don't touch it. One chest to rule them all. Don't touch it. He's gonna look and see if there's any traps or anything in the room before he moves in.
Give me a perception.
A perception check. Perception I can do. 5.
It looks like an
Alright.
arm.
Oh, well, it looks safe enough, and he's gonna walk toward the chest.
All right.
Would I?
Would you? What?
I'll slowly walk up behind him, although looking around the room cautiously.
Okay.
My dear Puddin', I've looked it over with my peeled peepers, and I see not one danger in this room. Now the chest makes me feel uncomfortable. But
Given the fact that your brain is filled with pies and crumpets, forgive me if I look over after you.
No, it's not full of pies and crumpets. There's other foods, breakfasters and lunches and many other things. And he looks up like he's daydreaming for a moment. He's be like, have a look at the chest, look it over. Then we'll open it up and see what kind of delicious delights might be inside.
Forget about breakers.
And forget about breakers.
Is the chest alone?
Did you say, is it alone or leave it alone?
I said, is it locked?
Oh,
Oh, is it locked? No, it's not locked.
Well, you want to open it.
I'm feeling a little bit suspicious about a soul chest in the middle of the room. Back when I was in the service and we were going around adventuring, anytime we come to a thicket or a room that was completely empty with something in the middle, it was always something that would get you. Not that I don't like a little bit of combat. We should probably take this one little step at a time.
So you should step back, and I would just open it from a distance.
Sounds like a badly good idea. And he's gonna take a step back to the corner of the room.
Blanche is also going to take about 10 feet back and extend a arm, and just flip it open.
Out of character. This is very meta. Even though Lance Jack would be cautious of a single chest in a room. In my campaign, I attacked my group with a village of mimics.
God, so diabolical.
I am terrified of what Wolf, aka Naylaman, will do to my character.
I just put you guys through a fight where, meta, where you guys all, every single one of you, your damage minus Blotch's, what was it?
The dagger.
No, your astral unarmed. Because your dagger does piercing damage.
Oh, this thing was immune to.
It wasn't immune, but it was resistant to bludgeoning and piercing.
I thought as much. Note to self: get slashing weapons.
There's a reason. There's a reason why Lance Jack practices on trees when he's practicing his boxing. It's because they're resistant to his hit.
Mm-hmm.
Which arguably should be advantage against a tree. But anyway.
So you opening the chest?
Yes, I'm flipping it open with a tendril.
Okay. It opens.
Look out for confetti buttons.
What?
So it's open. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Just opened.
Lance is going to look over at Blot, and then he's going to take a very big, cautious, slow sliding step toward the chest. And he's going to lean very carefully over and look inside.
All right. Inside the chest, you find a tiny wind chime made of carved root and tiny bones. You find a scroll, a draconic script wrapped in vine. You find a bracer, organic bracer grown from hardened bark and softened ivy. A quiver of moss-wrapped arrows with seed crystal tips. A small, a smooth moss-lined stone etched with a druidic eye, and a bag.
Well,
I'm trying to be that guy.
it seems though that we know where the quiver arrows are going to go. And he's like, Smo, Smo, arrows for you. And he can't read Draconic, so he's not gonna bother with the scroll. He's like, never studied the language. You're welcome to the scroll. But his eyes wander to the bag, and in his mind thinking, what are the odds it's something delicious? And he's gonna go for the bag.
Okay. Are you gonna open the bag, or you
Yeah, he's gonna pull it out, open it, and see what's inside the bag.
You open it and look inside, and it is massive. Seems very distorted from the space that you're in.
Ooh. Oh, Puddin', my
And you
dear.
see
It
a pie
seems
inside.
there's a pie inside.
There's a pie inside.
I did not know you were capable of manifesting things into reality.
You'll learn over time, my dear Puddin', that if you put your thought towards something that you really truly love, that it will appear in the most unlikely of places. And he's gonna be like, oh, it's deep, all right. It's either enchanted or I've gone full proper mad. And his ears are gonna twiddle, and he's gonna. Huh?
I was just gonna say, I feel like you would recognize that this is a bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna pull the pie out, and he's gonna lift it over his head and look at the other two, and he's gonna go, except this is a sign, the bag has chosen its master, and he begins to eat the pie.
Fascinating. He opens a bag and doesn't even know where the pie came from, and he just devours it. Then again, I suppose
You
that's
find
not
that
different.
you find that it's a standard rhubarb pie.
Oh, what else did you
Very
say was
delicious.
in?
Let's see.
What else? Is that what
What
you
else
said?
did you say was in the chest?
We got a tiny wind chime made of carved root and tiny bone. The draconic script wrapped in vine.
Hmm.
There's an organic bracer grown from hardened bark and softened ivy. And a smooth moss veined stone etched with a druidic eye is in the shape of a coin.
Blotch has actually gotten to pick up the druidic coin.
Okay.
And examine it a little further. Curious trinket.
See if ChatGPT will give me an image of it.
Let's
Yeah, it's
figure
just
out how to use the
a
bag of
tiny
holding
coin.
on here.
Do what?
The bag of
What'd you say,
holding. I was gonna say I gotta figure out how to do a bag of holding on here. I'll have to keep track of everything I'm holding in it. But anyways, it was a thought out loud.
Oh, okay. Um, ChatGPT is working on the image of your coin that you picked up, but it's just a smooth moss veined stone etched with a druidic eye.
Hmm.
You feel like that there's someone that can tell you what it does that you know.
You just see the stone just like sort of be enveloped by the palm of his hand. Store that for later. And he reaches in, picks up the scroll with the draconic script, and hands it to to Smo.
I read it out loud.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if you
Oh,
heard.
he's
We gave
back.
you the arrows that were in the chest too. They're like diamond tipped arrows. They're seed diamond tipped arrows.
Many of those.
So, a quiver.
Uh,
Since you since you used some of your arrows. Ugh. And the draconic script wrapped in vine, you can't you can read it, but to understand it, I feel like you know what nature's rebuke would be. Right?
maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. What was the question?
You So the draconic script wrapped in vine, uh, you recognize that it is uh, way to cast a spell without actually having that spell. If that makes sense. It's basically an item to cast a spell, is what it is.
So like a scroll. That's the only way my character
Yeah,
would know what it is like a scroll of.
yeah, it's a scroll.
Like the random ones you pick up when you're questing that give you intellect or defense or whatever.
Yeah, that's how I'm taking it.
And it says on it one-time use.
Uh-huh. Do I know what it does?
It says on the page that uh, it's a one-time cast of Wrath of Nature. Causes vines to lash your enemies.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You hear, you guys, while you're looking at this stuff, you hear loud, obnoxious smacking of lips, and you hear Lancejack go, and thus ends the tale of Sir Pie, Knight of Crust, gone but never forgotten. And he throws the empty pan aside and walks back over to the chest with you guys.
Is there anything specific about those arrows? Description wise?
Sorry, you were breaking up. What?
Like any special things that it does?
The arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you feel like there's someone that could tell you exactly what they do. Uh, waiting outside for you guys.
Well, we must leave.
Shall we depart then? Wait, wasn't there a bone chime in there?
There's 2 more items in there. The a tiny wind chime carved out of root and tiny bones, and an organic bracer grown from hardened bark and softened ivory.
Blotch is going to pick up the bracer.
Okay.
Hmm. Not once and only word a thing.
Right on here, who has what? Rabbit. Lance check. Do not be alarmed that I remembered your character by saying rabbit. Okay.
Very alarmed and insulted. I'm a hare, sir. I'm a hare of the long patrol.
Anyone gonna pick up the root chime?
Yeah, Lance is gonna pick it up and he goes, me old Matter used to have one of these out front. Remember listening to it ching ching in the wind as a small one? Poor little ching ching.
Yep.
And he's gonna pick it up and look at it and let it kind of tinkle as he picks it up and holds it up in the air.
Okay. And the chest is now empty.
It's not empty, it's full of air.
Whatever. What would you guys like to do now?
Lance Jack's gonna inspect his little chime closer.
Blotch is going to walk over to the other door. Wait, was there another door over here?
There's no door there. It's just a hallway.
Okay. He's gonna start walking down the hallway.
Right. At the end of the hallway, there's another set of stairs. You're looking at the chime closer.
Mm-hmm.
There's you can tell it's a tiny wind chime made of carved root and tiny bones, and you feel like it does something, but you're not sure what.
Lance is gonna have it up in front of his face and he's gonna run his finger along the little bones and root and make them chime.
When you do that, you notice it doesn't make a sound.
Ah, the bally old thing is broken. Doesn't even make a sound. And he's very perplexed by the lack of sound, but he's going to start walking down the hallway with it up in front of his face. And he's continuing to bump and wiggle it and try to get it to make sound.
Lance, so you're coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on my way. This old carved chime thing that was in there, it seems to be broken. Look, and he rattles it really hard in front of Blot.
You rattle it and it doesn't make a sound.
I got this feeling. And he jingles it again really hard. He's like, I've got this feeling that it's doing something. I can't quite leave it be. But anyways, let's finish going through this here underground tunnel. And he hangs it securely from like the arm of Buttons. And has it out so he can jingle it and mess with it and try to figure out what it does in between them exploring. So he's gonna head down the hallway with the rest of the group.
At the end of the hallway is a room with a set of stairs leading further down.
Update.
I go down the stairs. Wait, before I go down the stairs, Is there anything fancy in this room that can be taken?
4 walls and a candlestick.
The only thing you see is the candle, or the torch on the wall.
Made you say candle.
I guess the torch is lit as well.
Yes.
This place is lit.
I go up and I attempt to turn it. If it breaks, it breaks.
Give me a strength check. How hard are you turning it?
As hard as possible.
Give me a strength check. Oh, you did. 9. You try to turn this torch and it does nothing. It won't budge at all.
Do you
Down the
require
stairs.
assistance?
No, I think I'm just dumb.
I wouldn't say dumb.
All right, down the stairs you go. I'm assuming you guys are following.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna have to look at YouTube stream to see. No, they don't. It should just be down to the down and left a little from where you guys were.
Oh. These guys zoom out a little bit.
Yeah.
Lance is gonna go up to what I assume is this hallway here, and he's gonna peek around the corner and look down and see if he sees anything.
After you, long ears.
I did not check the lighting, is what I didn't do. So we're going to do light as are here. Light.
And the good Lord said, let there be light.
Oh. Chaps, it seems that we've stumbled upon another one of those snowflake thingamigummies.
Again, this symbol plagues us.
All right. I apologize for forgetting to check the light on that.
Seems like the master of the universe decided not to turn the lights on.
There we go. Yeah, you can see it now. In the center of the room is a giant stone, and it is carved with a snowflake and has runes around the outside of it. And it emits a blue glow, and it pulses faintly. And watch
Yes.
as you guys approach this seal. You recognize that this is a seal. As you approach, you get a very strong urge to approach it, and you hear in your mind the voice of the Titan saying, "Release me."
I'm sorry, one more time. You're like really quiet for some reason.
You hear the voice of the Titan saying, "Release me."
Am I compelled to? Or am I just hearing this?
You are slightly compelled to. Not it's not strong enough that you can't resist.
Blotch sort of walks closer to the spell circle in the ground and almost absent-mindedly extends his arm out further and further towards the symbol, but stopping just shy inches from it.
Lance is gonna come up behind Blot. He's gonna get real close to his ear and goes, "Remember the dream, friend. Let's not do anything rash."
Just as you whisper that into what would be his ear, instead of just turning to face you, like his face just appears in the back of his head as he turns around.
He's gonna be face to face with you, and he's gonna give you the biggest shit-eating grin. And then on his whiskers, you can see pieces of pie from his gobbling the pie. He didn't have time to clean himself up before we moved on. But he's like, "I believe this is what we came to or what we were sent to stop from opening. Let's not start a big fight with the mountain, shall we?"
Tell me something. Do you often hear voices in your head?
Yes, pastries speak to me all the time.
Well, I believe this pastry is speaking to me.
Well, since this one's not edible, I think we shouldn't trust it.
Hmm. He just turns again to face it. Not
Lance
reaching back
Jack,
out to it.
As you get closer to
God damn
well,
it.
as you get closer to the seal, you can feel a pulse of power coming from the pack that the wizard carries.
He's gonna feel it, and he's gonna assume it's the little snowflake things. The snowflake pin things. But he'll take the pack out and look inside to see what it is that is magically drawn to this.
You see that the three brooches that are in the pack that the wizard normally carries, you see them glowing, emitting a bright light and pulsing.
There seems to be a connection. Don't believe we want to open this thing up, so I'm just going to keep these nice and safe way over here. And he's going to step away. It's going to be like, do the brooches look like they could be broken?
They look like simple silver brooches.
But they're glowing with magical power.
That are glowing with magical power, yes.
Lance is gonna take the pack that was left, and he's gonna put it inside the bag of holding.
Okay.
And store it away inside of the nothingness that is the bag of holding, and seal the bag of holding.
Okay. You put them away.
See, I'm torn. Out of character, I'm torn between should we use the brooches and maybe they turn this off, or do we use the brooches and it unlocks it and we have broken the first seal and we're in trouble. That's what's going through
This
his
is-
brain right now. He's not really vocal about it yet, but he put them away because he doesn't want to be tempted to use them, because it's a 50-50 shot of, if I use them, it can shut it down. We don't got to worry about the seal, and we can move on to the next one. But he's also, if we use them, we unlock the seal, and we're one step closer to oblivion. So he's like, we're just gonna put these away. But he doesn't try to hide the fact. He pulls it out. You could see him inspecting it and then putting it into the bag of holding.
And just for the record, this is not the first seal. This is the second. The first seal was broken. I believe Tess. I believe Tess told you that.
Gentlemen, I believe we have the brooches, but I can't make up my mind. Either the Baliol things are going to unlock this seal and unlocks the next step of this wintry oblivion, or these brooches close it and seal it for good. But I can't figure out which one it is. But I would advise none of us touch them or use them, since the creature beyond this here mark seems to be reaching out and giving Blot the old hello how are you in his brain, or whatever it is inside of his pudding like interior.
It's the wisest thing you've said all day. It must be affecting you.
I must have the brain cells.
Hmm. Well, I believe that we are at an impasse.
Is there anything else in the room that would indicate anything else about, like, this seal?
There's nothing else in the room that would indicate anything. It is just a giant room for the seal.
Am I getting anything else, perhaps?
Other than the pull to touch the seal, nothing.
Is there anything visual that would tie the brooches that are glowing now with the seal? Like, is there like places to put the brooches? Is there, do they match like something on the pattern, something like that?
You can tell by looking at the brooches that they have the same pattern as what's on the seal. Evolve it into a dugong.
Because it's a seal.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Oh, yes. They match it. Okay. So, my dear friends, and his ears will kind of lay in a way that he's portraying he's some kind of inspector or like Sherlock Holmes kind of character, and he puts his arms behind his back and paces back and forth, and he goes, so reviewing what we know, Old Puddin here wants to touch it, and touching it, we would assume, would unlock it. Unlock this seal. So we don't want Puddin to touch it. So Puddin, I would ask that you walk away from it and don't let the voice do any more suggestive things to you. The other thing is these brooches match the seal. Now we got these brooches off bad people. So he's gonna stare at the cat.
Yeah, I sent Roberto to go and just stand on it.
His ears go
Oh,
rigid.
He stands on it and it does nothing.
Lance Jack exhales.
Lance, may I hold one of the brooches?
Sorry, my old bean, but no. The voice is in your head.
The voice is in my head, and my will is still my own. It's merely a gentle tug, nothing more, not a compulsion.
Listen, a lot of trouble can come from a gentle tug. I can tell you that.
Exactly what are you implying?
Babies.
Pardon.
Never mind. He gets the bag of holding and he pulls out one of the brooches that are wrapped up, and you could see that these are glowing through the little wrappings that Cirrus wrapped them in, so you wouldn't touch them directly. And I think you said they were cold to the touch. So through the bindings, would they still be cold to the touch?
Yes, it would still be cold.
And Lance will reluctantly hand one to Blot.
Examining it closer, Blotch is actually going to absorb it for just a moment and sort of focus on it.
Okay. You got my message, yes?
Dishwasher.
Lance is going to lean over to Smo. He's going to go over to Smo and lean over to him and be like,
Okay,
I was going to use those brooches to keep the pies cool in the bag, but seeing as they're reacting to this, I guess we'll figure this out.
Okay,
We'll
back.
get you
My
a
bad.
pie.
Welcome back.
And yes, I did get your message. Is it possible to respond to that internally?
I mean, you can try.
Okay, how the hell do I whisper?
Good question.
Wait, can anybody else see that?
Yes. I see you said why.
To whisper is W/.
Oh well, shit.
You're good.
If it's directly to someone,
So you do like W/ and it, or did I do that right? Is it /W? It's /W, my bad. /W, and then you can do GM for
Okay.
me, or sorry, I gave bad
You're good.
information. But
You're good.
but yeah, when you hit W/ or /W in space, it brings up a list. Should.
Okay.
But
No, there we go.
yeah, there you go. Oops, that's not who I wanted to whisper.
Send it anyways and just be like Mistel.
Oh, you lovely creature, you.
Wait, when you hear this, I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear. You think I learned my lesson with that last campaign?
I handed it to him. I told him no, and then I handed it to him.
So this time I'm not dealing with an archfey. I'll tell you about that story one day, guys. It's kind of funny. Oh, you want to whisper? Yes, second time. And dum 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 do. Cross your ears.
Lance checks since you're fairly close to yeah, I think you'd both see it. You notice that one of his eyes, what would be his eyes, turns blue with the same glow. You now feel more compelled to obey the voice.
So almost like subconsciously, one of Blotch's tendrils extends out again toward the symbol in the ground.
He'd be like, Lance will be like, hey, 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 and he's gonna run over and try to slap his hand away from going that direction.
Though does he
And
step it away?
and Blotch, I would say that you can tell now that you can recognize that that whisper is coming from both the seal and the birch.
The seal and the birch.
Mhm.
So does he stop me from moving my tendril over to the glyph?
Does he?
Uh,
An excellent
so
question.
so how I would assume I would do this, being a monk. I was gonna try to do an unarmed. Well, this would turn into a chess match, but I could do an unarmed strike, not to hit him and hurt him, but to trigger my. Oh wait, I have a. Wonder if that's. I can use that. You know what, I'll just use it instead of having to do that. I'm basically gonna use my monk ability called Push to shove him. I'm gonna run up and shove him away from the seal to keep him from touching it. So it is a strength save.
Strength save.
Unless
Okay,
you
you roll.
willingly let yourself be shoved.
Yeah.
I'll roll for that. Depending on how I roll, this is gonna be funny. This is literally like my best. Is this saving throw or?
Yeah, saving throw.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Hang on. Disregard that.
I mean, that's a saving throw, ain't it?
That's the
It's
saving
just a check. It's not a throw.
throw. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So he succeeds. So Lance goes to push him, but he doesn't budge him. But you still are going to feel that he goes boom against you, trying to push you.
So here's what happens. Blotch's body actually goes flying backwards, but the tendril itself just sort of hovers in midair as he goes flying backwards. And the tendril is actually going to touch the glyph.
The tendril itself touches the glove?
Yes.
Okay, you
Well,
touch it, but nothing happens. But you feel really compelled to approach this glyph.
So moving back over to it again, this time just extending one of his regular arms out towards the glyph. He's almost hypnotized in his approach.
Give me another wisdom saving throw, please.
Lance is gonna come up to him, and in a tone of voice that you've never heard from Lance before, he's going to say, Blotch, my dear friend. He doesn't call you Puddin'. He goes, Blotch, my dear friend. And I would ask that you can rub yourself up against that glyph all you want, but you're going to give the brooch back to me. And it's not in a friendly tone. It is in a threatening tone.
Hearing you say this, Blotch's head, like from beneath the hood, looks up at you, and you see your reflection for just a split second before that one glowing eye just. Wait, do I make that save?
Yes, you made that save.
The one glowing eye just disappears, and it just goes back to the normal reflective, slightly glossy surface. Oh, I yes.
What you see is something you've never seen from Lance before, where his eyes are almost bloodshot. You see an intensity flowing through his eyes at you that you've never seen directed at you from this character. He looks like there is pure adrenaline and anger flowing through his veins. Like even his ears are rigid and red in color from him. Like he is ready to act, and you've never had that directed at you. And you notice that all jokes, all pies, all that is gone, and he is ready to stop you from hurting yourself and everyone here. It's an intensity more than anger, but it's very intense.
Forgive me. I was elsewhere. Blotch straightens up, um, holds out his hand, and the brooch is then I won't say materializes, but it comes out from the bottom of his hand. He just turns it over and just plops it in yours. Please keep that thing away from me.
Lance blinks a couple of times, and he's like, "Good call, old chap." And he puts it back into the bag of holding, and ties it up and puts it into his pack, and tightly ties his pack and puts it back on his shoulders. Back to the question at hand. Actually, to take a few steps back from the seal, we need to figure this out. Back to what I was doing, and he goes back to the whole Sherlock Holmes thing, and he's walking back and forth and thinking out loud to you guys of how do we shut this off and keep someone else from being tempted to touch it. And he's going to pace back and forth, going over the options. He's like, obviously the brooch is not a good idea. Our dearest Puddin' here tried to touch things when he was told not to, and he's like the whole tisk 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 thing. He's like, well, we all make mistakes, and he continues to just prattle on because he's trying to figure out like how do we turn this thing off so no one else is tempted to, or how do we seal this thing so no one else can get to it.
My recommendation is that we bury this place. The brooch and the seal are connected by the same energy.
His
Yes.
His ears are gonna perk up, and he's gonna look down at Buttons, and he goes, oh, "Good idea, Buttons." And he's gonna take the chime out, and he's gonna chime it, and wait and see if something happens.
You chime the chime and nothing happens.
Well, back to the drawing board, chaps, and he ties it back on like Buttons, on Buttons' paw, as if he's protecting it for him while he's thinking.
Blotch is going to produce that coin from earlier. And further examine it.
Let me pull this up here. Make sure it's the right image first. Yep. Okay. Handout. could have dragged and dropped it. What do I call it? Coin of Oscar coin. Ah. Oh, whoops. Copy. Wrong tab. Pasta. There you go. Can you see it?
Cannot. Oh, there. Oh. What's this coin made out of?
So,
Blotch looks back and forth between the stone and the glyph. I wonder, do you think that tree was something of a guardian?
Lance stops pacing and he looks up at him and he goes, yeah, it seemed like he was protecting this place.
Without even thinking about it, Blush sort of flips the coin and it see if what happens.
flipping the coin.
Yeah, but onto the glyph.
You flip the coin and nothing happens.
So it just lands on the glyph and just nothing.
It just lands on the glyph. And as you were talking, you see Bellatrix come into the dungeon from that doorway.
Oh, convenient back door there that you let us go through and get Wally Womped and everything. Thank you for that. And Lance Jack is very irritated again.
Yes, I must agree with my long-eared friend here.
I was wondering what was taking so long.
I'm gonna retrieve the coin, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Did you get my gifts?
You left these items for us.
Yes.
Listen, if your pies weren't so delicious, we would be having out right now. We got Wally Womped back there, and you had a back door all along?
It is one that only I know of.
Well, one good pie deserves a favor or two, I guess. Can't stay mad at you for long. So, how do we shut this old, nuclear bomb off? You would know that. How do we turn this here seal off so nobody accidentally opens it?
Turn it off.
Make sure that the seal stays sealed permanently.
I'm afraid that there is no way to turn it off. The best we watchers can do is ensure that they stay intact.
Well, considering one of the Baliol things has already been unsealed, doesn't seem y'all. Wow, that was goop coming out. Doesn't seem like you're doing a very good job of keeping anything sealed. So I figured, more permanent situation would work.
If the seal is destroyed, he will be released.
We don't want to destroy it. We want to make sure that he permanently stays wherever he Ballywell is.
Perhaps you might find another way, but for all that we've known, there is no other way.
There's always a way when there's a will, and 2 fists and a whole lot of pie to get you there.
I've lived 700 years and never once has anyone found a way.
Well, it seemed that you never had a pie scoffer like me on the case. I believe that we could do it. Seal it up for another, 700 old years.
The Shadowlands again. Oh, that's funny.
Is there no way to permanently seal this place?
The best that we can do is to guard it.
Doesn't seem like a good plan to me. Let the enemy stay at the door? I don't think so.
It would be hard for them to find this place.
They've already found one. Why wouldn't they find this one?
The watcher of the southern seal, the one that you're talking about, vanished long ago.
Broke rank, vanished, left their post. They should be admonished. If still alive, they should be court-martialed. Run through the system. But you wouldn't have to watch if you just were able to completely seal it. Speaking of sealing, my dear friend here, who nearly got us into a lot of trouble, he had one of these, and he's going to take the bags out, untie them, and he's going to show the brooches to the watcher. He's going to be like, these have been popping up pretty much everywhere. They've been placed in different places, conveniently for us to find. I had to, unfortunately, threaten a shop owner because he just happened to have this item to give to us. So I was just wondering if you had more information on this, since we can't seal the thing for good.
When you show her those, she turns into
Oh, of course, it's a fucking dragon.
Lance is gonna look up and he's gonna go, forget my tone, madam. And he gets into like military attention, like he goes into attention, like as if he's got a superior officer, He goes to attention, he's like, he salutes like really smartly, and he begins to say his title, introducing himself properly, and he's like, didn't know that I was speaking to an officer, marm. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help or lay out the Ballio plan, and Lance Jack Buckworthy will be right on it. A wink is as good as a nudge.
she growls as she growls as she says this. As she says, and you brought them here?
Sorry, madam. We'll take them as far away as we could get them. We did not know what they did. If we'd had, we would have ran the other direction. You can be assured that they will go as far as the east is from the west, and you'll never see them again. And he's still at attention, ears rigid. He's in full officer mode.
For these, it is best to destroy them, lay them on the ground.
Lance
And
is
these
gonna
are the
break his attention. He's gonna break, and he goes, "Oh, now you want to destroy something?" Sorry, continue.
She gives a low growl, place them on the ground.
Lance is going to very carefully but sharply do it, and lay them on the ground. And he's going to blink a couple times and nod in acknowledgement, and then go back to rigid attention, not unmoving. Every muscle is like just completely locked into place. He's obviously
As
dealt
you're
with the dragon before.
As you're standing there, she lets out fire that engulfs these brooches and melts them till they are nothing.
We could have sold
These-
those.
those were the keys, weren't they?
They are what releases.
I heard its voice. It's almost compelled me.
He calls to those who listen.
Why could the others not hear it?
They had not touched them.
I heard it long before I even touched them.
Oh, you're talking about the echo. I was like, have you? That was an echo of your bloodline. The ones who
Bloodline.
sealed them.
I'm not a being of flesh and blood. In fact, I'm not really sure what I am.
Then perhaps you should find out.
A mystery for another time, I suppose.
And after the things are destroyed, she will return to her normal self. So, let's see, 700, 600 years I have watched over this place. Never once has anyone entered with intent to release the Titan.
How else are we gonna defeat it? Gotta release it first, and then we can be heroes.
release the Titan now would be to bring about the end of the world as we know it.
Wouldn't that be the case anytime you'd release the Titan? Why was he built in the first place?
He was here long before.
So he's one of the old gods.
Lance, in his rigid attention, he's like, with your permission, Marm, I would have to say to my compatriots that my grandpater, the one that's seen in the Echo, I forgot what I was gonna say. My grandpater, my gosh, my brain went blank. Never mind. Go back to what you're doing. I remember what I was gonna say. He was gonna talk about Springbook, but never mind. I can't believe that just happened. I just completely drew blank. My brain quit.
I believe Saul sent you to check on the seals to ensure that they don't get broken.
Something like that. One of them's already broken.
Yes. I felt it even here. The only way to stop the releasing of the Titan is to stop those who wish to release the Titan. A former watcher, Mazara, was corrupted by the seal. If you stop her, perhaps we can have peace once more. As she says this, the seal in the center of the room glows, pulses, and you feel a shockwave underneath your feet.
Oh.
We should leave.
You feel dust fall from the ceiling, and Belithris, I couldn't remember her name to save my life. Belithris, you see her become alarmed. And she says, they have broken another seal.
If they're breaking all the Bally seals while we're sitting around here flapping our jaws, how are we supposed to stop them from being released? Do we just protect this one seal as long as we have one, or are we supposed to rush to all the others?
I will continue to protect this seal. You must check the others.
If you're begging me pardon, Marm, it seems that the Watchers aren't doing a good job of protecting the seals. How do we know you're going to be okay while we're gone?
I have watched over this seal for 700 years.
See, you keep saying that, But
Having all
there
the
were
ones?
2 seals down at the moment, so I'm just kind of concerned about the fact that we're 2 down. And how many are there left?
There are 5 in total. 3 remain.
Our odds are looking pretty bad.
Yeah. Seems kind of an impossible task at the moment, if you don't mind me saying, Marm.
You've tread carefully through what I have kept sealed for centuries. Few mortals show such restraint. For that, I offer something in return. My brother, Restakar.
She says to Lance, who still has pie all over his face from finding a pie in it. Yes,
I mean,
yes. Restraint, madam. Restraint.
but you didn't break the seal.
Hmm.
Close call, but you didn't. My brother, Restakar, the greedy king, is ruled not by loyalty, but by desire. Gold, yes, but more than that worth. Show him something rare, something he cannot measure in coins, and he may listen. But the blue one, Velrikar, of the shattered sky, is lost to us. His heart is ice now, frozen by prophecy and faith. Do not waste your breath on him. You have experienced pieces of that faith. Be careful, not all chains rattle.
We will take your advice to heart. Can't guarantee you'll follow it exactly, though.
Oh, I feel like that's D&D in general. The seal that was broken. It would be wise to go check the elven seal.
Then we
Erwin?
shall investigate.
Theron is where you should go. It is the source of the ring. To the north.
Do it.
Well, chaps, north it is, I guess. Still,
And
still don't know how they're really going to keep them sealed if 2 are already down. But we'll try.
copy. She's going to tell you what your items do, by the way. And I believe you already know the bag of holding Lance check.
Mm-hmm.
That is what your Ruchan bauble does.
Shouldn't it be
And
chiming its old buns off right now because we're close to the seal?
the seal does not. The seal itself is not dangerous.
That's true. Okay.
To watch. Yours is. Oops. Copy. Pasta.
I keep clicking the wrong thing.
Stop that.
And by the way, you guys can go ahead and give your 2,000 XP.
2,000 XP?
Shit.
We'll take it. And any pies you got.
The fight you were in was considered hard.
I mean, it actually wasn't that difficult.
3, 4,
Who's gonna kill us later?
5,500.
Well, you say that, but you should be thankful that I weakened the tree.
Oh God.
I hadn't quite got the creative juices flowing. We never know.
So you said another 2,000.
It's a problem with homebrew. Homebrew DMing is you want to use cool creatures, but they're almost always way over the heads of the players who you're dealing with. So it's like, how do you hinder them enough? How do you keep the creatures so that it's not, going to destroy everybody in 2 hits?
The original Slam did 3d6 plus 4, I believe, and I lowered it
God.
to 2d6. Yeah, because I was like, if that hits them more than twice, they're dead.
Sheesh. On the bloody kill us.
Well, that's why I weakened it a little.
Fair enough. Thank you, mighty merciful DM.
See, my group whined endlessly, but they survived. Few mimics.
You guys are just like, no, make it harder.
No. Let's not do anything rash.
Joke's on you. I like this shit.
Forgive me, I don't share in your kink.
Ooh.
Watch is your items are the living bracer barkskin and the carved stone coin. And those two are for the arrow blooming entropy and scroll nature to be.
Okay. Sorry to dip. I gotta get in bed. It's 1 o'clock.
Ooh, thank
30.
You're good. I was gonna call it anyways. That's why I was handing out XP and everything.
All right, good night, guys. Again, sorry for being so late.
No, you're good.
Good night.
Night.
All right. And faceplant.
Yeah, I'm hopping out too. Have a good night.
Night.
All right, everybody on the stream, if you're watching, thank you so much for hanging out with us and watching. I guess we didn't have any mods watching because there's a guy that needs the ball camera. But thank you so much for watching. It's been a fun time here, playing some more Echoes in Silence. We will be back tomorrow with more Rim World. If the baby doesn't come. If the baby comes, I'll probably be AFK for a couple days. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And we will see you tomorrow.